I got you.
Bud Light on the list.
Bud Light's on the list. Yep. Bud Light's number 3.
Okay. Coors Light.
You said Coors Light's number 4.
Michelob Ultra.
Number 1.
Miller High Life.
Miller High Life is not on the list.
Ooh, just Miller. Miller Light.
Miller Light's number 6.
Yingling's not in the top 10, is it?
No, but you got to go real redneck on these two. That's some hits there.
Natty or Natty Ice.
Natty Light is number 10 top selling beer brand by volume.
Yep. Natty Light.
You got to look
Sam Adams.
No, not top 10.
Another redneck one.
Some call it the nectar of the gods.
Bush.
Correct. Bush Light is number 9.
Corona.
Corona Extra is number 5.
What about Modelo?
Modelo is number 2 most selling beer in America.
Wow, really? I would have never guessed that. PBR.
Not on the list. I mean, you're going to be really mad at yourself. One of these just released its big Super Bowl commercial that everybody's talking about.
Just plain Budweiser.
There you go. Budweiser, number 7.
Guinness.
That's a great guess, but no, Guinness is not on the top 10 list.
Oh. I know what it is. I can see the stupid bottle. I can't get it out.
If you're not a boob man, you're a what kind of man?
You're an ass man.
And what's another name for an ass? What do you call it?
A butt.
A butt? What's another name for a butt? Starts with an H.
Oh, Heineken.
Yeah.
I was thinking green bottle and I couldn't get it out.
Thank you for downloading our recent episode. For more episodes like this, go to movieguyspodcast.podbean.com for more episodes. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another awesome episode of Movie Guys Podcast. And tonight we're talking about the remake / reboot / requel / reimagining of the classic Anaconda. Chad, how the hell are you doing?
Wait, that was called Anaconda? I thought this was Jumanji 5.
Oh, or like Jungle Cruise.
What's Jungle Cruise?
God damn it.
Minecraft?
It's a Disney ride that the Rock was... Okay.
Oh, Fighting Machine.
There you go.
It's a terrible movie. Sucks. 0 stars.
Maybe this one is.
0 popcorns.
This one is. Oh my God. Here we are talking about Anaconda. I'm really curious. I was actually kind of hyped for this a little bit. Were you?
I've had a rough week, so yeah, a little bit. I was looking forward to an escape, and they escaped all right.
Did you see the original?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you know anything about the original?
I don't know a thing, but I'm depending on you, and I'm depending on this show to educate me, the casual moviegoer, on why it's important that I see that before seeing Anaconda 2025.
So, Google, while I'm talking to you, Google the snake in the original Anaconda movie. What was really fun, which is I feel is the detriment to this movie, is the snake in the original Anaconda movie was practical. It was a robot. So it made it real. It looked good. The snake in this one is just nothing but CG.
Mm-hmm.
But the snake in the first movie, first of all, this is nothing like the first movie. The first movie tried to be serious from start to finish. Like Ice Cube starred in it, Jennifer Lopez starred in it, Jon Voight starred in it. I'm like, big Hollywood actors starred in that movie.
I remember this cover. I think my sister had this movie.
Of course you do. With the eyes, right?
Yeah.
Right. And what was really funny is it came out, I think, in 97 or 98. And what was really funny is that you had these big up-and-coming Hollywood actors besides Jon Voight. He was already a star because of Deliverance and other movies. But the whole movie is made to be serious, and it's just ridiculously silly. You know, that's kind of the joke of Anaconda, the original, was is like you got these big actors that are trying to be serious, and the movie's absolutely crazy. All it is it's a documentary film crew who is trying to document a long lost tribe, and they meet John Voight, who is a snake handler and a pirate, and he wants to catch he wants to catch the big anaconda.
Okay.
So he puts these documentary crew filmmakers in danger so he can get the anaconda. That's the story. Oh, Owen Wilson is in the movie too.
Does he die in the
Eric
original?
Stoltz is in the movie.
Does Eric Stoltz die in the original?
Eric Stoltz does not die in the original,
that's too bad.
but there's a very cool scene. Owen Wilson does die. He does get swallowed by the snake, and there's a scene underwater where the snake is swimming, and the camera pans to its belly, and you can see Owen Wilson's face kind of like pressed up against the snake's belly. So that was kind of fun.
Can you only tell it's Owen Wilson because of his nose? Because that's hilarious.
No. But there's a great there is an YouTube, and it's amazing. At the end of the movie, the big fight, John Voight, the bad guy, you get snake swallowing POV. It's great. The camera's inside the snake's throat. You get to see what it's like to him eat, and then he regurgitates John Voight out just so John Voight could wink at Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube. It's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing.
Like that's
But again,
good for them in the 90s of trying to do that, because it looks like a very serious movie from all the still images that Google shows me.
it's a completely serious, and that's the funny thing, right? So, and they have made, I'm not going to look it up, but just from memory, they've made 4 sequels, I believe. I've seen all of them. The number 2, the sequel, is very interesting. It's called Anaconda Hunt for the Blood Orchid, I believe. And it's a very interesting story, but the movie's absolutely terrible. It's just this group of scientists found the cure for cancer, and it's this flower called the blood orchid. And the only place that has it is the rainforest. And, of course, the blood orchid is only grown over the anaconda's mating nest.
Wow, that's a lot of plot.
Yeah. So this is interesting, though, because this is me coming into it as, I guess, the fan. But you, the casual movie guy, never even seen the original. So what did you expect going into this movie?
Well,
besides Anaconda?
I mean, I knew it was going to be ridiculous because it's Jack Black and
Paul Rudd.
Oh my God. That's like one of my wife's favorite people, and I just totally blagged out. Yeah, Paul Rudd, Jack Black. I knew it was going to be kind of a slappy, probably not too serious, but serious in some parts of the movie. But a lot of times when I've been going into something I haven't seen before and I have no knowledge, I really try to have absolutely positively zero expectations, because it's going to usually
Movie Guys
provide the best result.
So Movie Guys has kind of like helped you out a little bit. It's showing you stuff you normally wouldn't see.
Yeah, I wouldn't on purpose go see any of these probably that I don't have any knowledge about and most of that's just because of the stage of life, right? Kids, it's hard to get a sitter, don't go to the movies that much anymore. So yeah, Movie Guys has broadened my horizons to a certain extent.
So you said Paul Rudd and Jack Black. This is a fun little fact that I read today that was interesting. This was not written for Jack Black or Paul Rudd. Do you have any idea who was originally for?
No clue.
So the funny thing is the director of this movie, the writer and director, directed these 2 guys that he was going to cast in a previous movie they did together. And both actors signed on and said, yes, we're going to do it. And the Paul Rudd role is supposed to be Pedro Pascal.
Okay.
For the Jack Black role, it was supposed to be Nicolas Cage. So why this didn't happen was Pedro said, I want to do it. I'm wrapping up on Last of Us season 2, so we got to finish that. They're like, cool. And then while he was wrapping up, they were negotiating with Nicolas Cage, which, since you have seen this movie, Nicolas Cage is like, all right, I have ideas. And they're like, all right, Mr. Cage, what's your ideas? He's just like, okay. So he's the Jack Black character. He's like, what if I become batshit crazy in the middle of the movie and I feel like I have to catch an anaconda like John Voight's character did in the first movie? And the filmmakers are like, no, why? That's not your character. You're just a film nerd who's a goof. And he's like, yeah, but what if I take it super serious, though, and not realize that I'm making a movie, but I'm also in a movie? That would be hilarious. And they're just like, Mr. Cage, we're going to go in a different direction. So when Nicolas Cage dropped out, Pedro's like, yeah, I'm filming Fantastic Four now. Since Nick is out, I'm out. Deuces. So this was their second choices: Paul Rudd and Jack Black.
Okay.
This would have been a better movie.
I would have never guessed those two characters together. I don't hate it.
It would have been great.
I don't hate it.
Pedro Pascal, he would have been great as Paul Rudd's character. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, Nick Cage in anything, I'm a fan for. But
right. So I was kind of curious how this movie was going to go. I saw from the trailers this was going to be another Jumanji, like you said earlier, or like a Minecraft. Like, okay, so it could be a Jack Black movie nerd movie, and I don't know if I want that for Anaconda. And right off the bat, like I did say, getting into it, I was extremely disappointed in the Anaconda in this movie. I mean, I thought they were going to bring back like the original, like the mechanical one. But to have this completely be massively huge and nothing but CG, it broke my heart a little bit.
Well, are you surprised? Like, I think practical effects cost more these days. You can get any CGI person on Fiverr.com, I think.
Well, that's fine, but then just like the other sequels for Anaconda, make this for sci-fi only. I mean, like, this is a remake, if you will, or a reboot. So, and you're going to have two guys whose characters say that they grew up loving this movie. They want to remake this movie. You would think that there would be some love and attention to it.
Yeah.
Instead of just, all right, giant CG snake, let's go. You know, because what was fun about the original Anaconda was the snake was a character in a way. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, I can see that.
This wasn't a character. It was just Snake was barely in it.
Yeah, there's no character development really for the snake. Snake just kills and slithers. I don't really know. I don't care about its family. I don't care about its history, about the people that it's eaten before.
Watch the first one. You'll love it.
I did like the John Voight from Ice Cube towards the end of this. Mm-hmm. We expected John Voight,
which I thought I was getting. There are some great things in this movie. So, movies modern day. Paul Rudd is a struggling down and out actor in Hollywood. Jack Black is a wannabe film nerd who is working as a wedding videographer. And these two are best friends and buddies. And they used to make movies together back in the day. And they haven't seen each other in years. That's the setup for this movie, right? I like Jack Black and Paul Rudd together. I don't have a problem with them.
Neither do I. Were you going to go somewhere with that?
Okay.
Were you going to say...
I was leading for you.
Oh, I thought you were setting me up like, hey, I don't hate Jack Black and Paul Rudd together. Just not in Anaconda. I was waiting for it.
Do you?
Yeah. No.
You're waiting for a question.
No, them together, they're kind of, there's this ensemble of characters, of actors that you can mix and match, and I feel like they all kind of go together, and Jack Black and Paul Rudd are two of those guys that I think can just work around other people. Now, I know nothing about the movie business. Yeah. I know nothing about personalities behind the scenes and whatnot. But if I had to guess, I'd be willing to bet that they're both A, just kind of really good dudes, and B, easy to work with.
Oh, I'm sure on set was a gigantic party. And since Paul Rudd's in Marvel, it'll be great. I mean, Jack Black could play Black Panther and he'll be great in it, right? Why not?
And that's a wrap for today's show. We just got canceled.
What? What? No, it didn't. One of my favorite jokes at the beginning of the movie is when it's at Jack Black's surprise birthday party, and me being a film nerd, one of Jack Black's presents from a friend was the lotion in the basket.
Oh, that was great.
Did you get the reference?
Yeah, that was great.
You got that reference, but you never seen Anaconda.
No. You're judging me. That's not nice. I'm telling
You've seen Silence of the Lambs, but you haven't seen Anaconda.
I'm telling somebody. I'm telling my mom, my lawyer, I don't know, Jesus, probably.
Everybody listens to the show. I'm not judging. I'm just saying I was hoping that you got the joke.
Oh, yeah. I definitely got it.
Because I thought it was really funny. Put a fucking lotion in the basket. You know? Please, mister. No. So, Paul Rudd, like I said, down and out actor, he's walking outside the studio and he's walking by these old movie posters and he just so happens to stumble upon the Anaconda poster, the famous one, like you were saying, with the eyes. Mm-hmm. So he gets to Jack Black's party, hanging out, watching an old film they made together. A lot of wink winks and nod nods, right? So they're watching the movie that they made when they were kids, and Paul Rudd was this kid. Paul Rudd said some line where he was like, "Die, you son of a bitch," or something like that, in that movie that they made. So that's clearly what's going to happen in this movie, right? And he says to Jack Black, "Hey man, guess what? I have the rights to Anaconda." And of course, this movie's not trying to be clever. I'm just like, well, that's BS. He doesn't have the rights to Anaconda.
You know, admittedly, I thought I missed a scene because I had a distraction while I was trying to watch this part. I watched it in 2 parts today. And just because I had to. And during that part, I was interrupted, and I'm like, wait, did I miss this? Oh, nope, he's just pulling one over. Okay, fantastic. This is going to end well.
Yeah. Which, I mean, makes sense for this kind of movie, right? I mean, how are we going to get Tweedledee and Tweedledum to the Amazon? Like, there has to be a MacGuffin to get there.
Yes.
And for Tweedledee to say, "I have the rights to Anaconda," and Tweedledum's like, "Oh, okay, well, let's go, bud.
Let's go, bud." I knew I was going to say the same thing.
So, they're going to get their friends to make the movie, and it's going to cost them $3 to $4 million. They go to the bank, and you're approved for $9,000. Well, that's a start.
Yeah.
Start. So they eventually, I don't know how they got, what did they say they got? Like $34,000, I think they said they got total.
Yeah, 30, 40.
And they got on a plane, and they flew to South America. And meet the greatest character in this movie, the snake handler.
What's his name? Santiago?
Santiago is you, in my opinion.
Me?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Why?
Just, I feel that he screws with everybody all the time, and he's in on the joke, and they don't realize that they're being made fun of. Like,
being conned.
They get off the plane. Oh, yeah. They get off the plane, they meet Santiago, and immediately he's just like this deep, somber voice, right? Just, I seen an anaconda once. Ate a man whole. And they're just like, oh my God, and he's just like, so everybody, how you doing?
Yeah.
Right. I was like, that's something Chad would do.
I did like to see him turn it on and off. That was pretty great.
Yeah. I have a kid. You don't know what it's like to have a child. And anyway, it's really great. You should really enjoy. It's great. Kids are great. He's just a guy that just constantly screws with people. So I'm paying you a compliment, essentially.
I like it. I'll take a compliment.
Another plot point that you and I probably got right off the bat was the movie opens up with this runaway girl, right? We are assuming she's a good guy, right? And she's running away from these bad guys that are trying to get her, right? And Jack Black and Company with Santiago is supposed to rent this boat, which is a great boat, and I want that 2-story boat, mind you. It's an awesome looking boat, and they're supposed to get on this boat to film the movie, but then this runaway girl, right? This we don't know who she is yet. Says, oh, she lies clearly. He's like, oh, my dad said he can't make it, so you guys can't use the boat. I need to take him. They're just like, oh, please. So she takes him. Now she's the boat captain. And we find out later that she is a thief, right?
Yeah, that was the plot.
Is that who she is? She's a thief.
I didn't see coming because the way they frame it all, you see this other guy, these two other guys tracking her, and it makes it look like they're the ones that are the not so great people. But it turns out that she's the one that's after the gold, and they're like law enforcement.
I think they're law enforcement. I think they are. Are they not? Or are they like a rival gang? I don't know. It doesn't really specify, and it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. They don't last long.
So she's no. There's some questions I'm going to ask here soon. So they're on this beautiful 2-story boat. Love it, right? And they're filming scenes. If you're a fan of Jurassic Park, I love that Paul Rudd dressed up like Grant from Jurassic Park 1. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Even to the bandana around the neck. I loved it. They were filming these scenes. It was great. Great little montage. I have no problems with this scene. It's some of the scenes after, right? So we know, as the audience, there's a giant anaconda somewhere, right? We've seen some people get killed already, right?
Yep.
After the scene, you have the good guys, right? Let's just say the cops, right? Let's just say those guys. Cop 1 and Cop 2. Cop 1 is like to Cop 2, hey, go out on the river there and follow them and report back to me. And Cop 2 goes out and does this in this little boat. And the anaconda just destroys him in the boat, right?
Yep. Eats cop number 1.
Why does the anaconda attack main cast boat? Because there'll be in a movie? Just attack main cast boat. I mean, there's more food there.
Yeah, but they've got that unspoken invincibility spell for that part of the movie because you want to care about those characters. They don't want to kill them yet. They just want to know, hey, here's your characters. Oh, I love them. I'm so invested in these characters. Oh no, there's a threat, and it's out there in the water, and it just got this guy that I don't really care about. How's this gonna go? Dun dun dun.
How would you? Sick question, but since we're talking about reptiles in the Amazon, horrible question. But how would you rather go? Death by anaconda or death by a crocodile?
Ooh, that's a great question.
What would you say?
See, I think the crocodile would be more terrifying because it's going to chomp onto you and then start rolling.
And then it buries you and drowns you.
Yeah. Whereas I think if it's like the anaconda in the movie, you just get eaten whole. And what?
Well, it squeezes you until you pass out.
Yeah. I'd rather pass out and then just not wake up versus drowning. That sounds terrible.
Yeah. I mean, the crocodile sounds horrible, but I don't know. Something about the slithery snake, because like when the crocodile gets you, right, you're going to feel pain, you're going to thrash, you're going to scream, you're going to try to fight it, it's going to roll, and it's going to break your bones. It's terrible. But what I think was also terrifying, too, is that when that anaconda wraps himself all the way around you, you're going to feel your bones snap and hear it, too.
That's true.
Right?
Although I would hope that your shock system makes you pass out from shock before you process much.
I don't know.
Let's find out.
I hope to go like those guys did in the submarine down the Titanic. In a millisecond, didn't know what happened. They just folded like an accordion.
Yeah, they did. Oh boy, R.I.P.
Oof. Oh my God.
Press
next time, don't have an Xbox controller.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, I don't know about you, but this was the greatest joke in the whole movie, right? So they're filming their scenes, they're on the boat, and Santiago is going to bring out the snake, his beloved trained anaconda, which I will give it to you. This anaconda seemed to be trained, right? Because Paul Rudd's laying on his back, right? And then they're just forcing the snake in his face. I thought about you and Mark in this scene.
Yeah?
If we were to go, because if we would have gone out and made this movie, I would have been Paul Rudd, and you guys would have, here, Jordan, let the snake lick your face. Ah, ah.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That would have been terrifying.
You got that casting right.
Anyway, so this is a real snake. Well, not a real snake. It's a CG snake. But in the movie world, this is a smaller anaconda that is Santiago's kind of confused, kind of like a lover in a way, right? Kind of like his best friend, kind of, right? And Paul Rudd just flips out, throws the snake, which is a big snake, throws the snake overboard, and it gets completely shredded by the propeller. And Santiago's reaction is just priceless.
This is the peak of my terrible feelings of the whole movie is when the snake dies. I felt really bad because they made the snake look really chill and like almost cartoony, like just a little slithery snake, not showing its fangs. Just oh hey, I'm just right here. I'm not doing really anything. I'm just saying hey. Oh, you're throwing me in the water. Oh, thanks. Oh God.
Oh God. And the next scene is Santiago's kissing its decapitated head. So Santiago gets drunk, and this is where the movie kicks off, right? Santiago gets drunk, and he's just like, no more movie. And then Paul Rudd's like, we got to find another snake. And he's just like, okay. I knew that was a bad choice, right? Because Santiago has told us that this is his snake. This is his baby. He has trained this snake. The snake is good. So now Santiago's goal is to go out into the wild and try to find another anaconda. Good luck.
Yeah, no kidding. Good luck.
And Paul Rudd is... Dude, I am Paul Rudd in this scene. They go into the swamp where it's up to up to your waist, a little bit higher, right? And like he's hearing things, Paul Rudd is, while Santiago's just walking, and he's just like, I'm good, I'm done, and runs back to the boat. I would never would have gone off the damn boat.
Yeah, that's pretty ballsy for his character. I mean, he feels bad though, right? He feels bad that he threw the snake over. He senses some obligation. I have to do this. I have to go to try to save the movie. Oh wait, except
but
this is a terrible idea.
Hey, Santiago, let's wait till daylight.
He's drunk. He's got liquid courage, bud.
I guess so. Well, Santiago doesn't have much liquid courage because Paul Rudd runs away and he gets devoured by the anaconda, right? The giant snake. The crew goes out, tries to find him. They find this abandoned Jeep, this abandoned car. Anaconda attacks, and my arms are folded, right? Because I was expecting something fun like the original movie. It was just like I complained about, right? Just a giant CG snake. I've seen it before. It wasn't any fun. So they have a car chase scene. The snake's chasing them, a la Jurassic Park, and then you got these other gold miners that are chasing them. Why that happens, the next scene, they're going down the river, and there's the real production of Anaconda. Big double-decker boat, and this is where Jack Black finds out that Paul Rudd has been bamboozling him. Swindled him. Hornswoggled him, if you will.
Ooh, hornswoggled. Nice use. Yeah.
Do you like that one?
Yeah, that's good.
Another question. So, Paul Rudd gets fired from the set, gets in a little boat, and drives away down the river, right? He stumbles upon the wreckage of the quadrupleplex Hollywood production set. Clearly, the Anaconda got it. Right. Why would the Anaconda attack that and not the smaller two-story boat that our main characters are on?
Because that wouldn't advance
Give me the answer.
Plot.
There you go.
It's better for the other guys to die first.
Which that was like a lot of people.
Yeah, that was a good lunch. And
That'd be great if there was like multiple.
And he came back for the girl. He stay right there.
He came back and just gets devoured.
Chomp. 20th casualty, probably.
Yeah. So he comes back, and he's just like, oh my God, I got to make things right. And they get off the boat. They start walking. And my wife was watching this with me. And Jack Black gets ate out of nowhere. And she's just like, oh my God, Jack Black's dead. And I was like, it's Jack Black. He ain't dead. Because they say in the movie that anacondas are known to eat their prey, but then regurgitate them and eat them later.
Oh.
That's going to come back.
Yes, it will. That's good information.
To where we see Jack Black has been rediscovered, and this was in the posters, this is in the trailers, this is everywhere. Jack Black passed out with with a boar, but a digested boar on his back and head. That's hilarious.
This whole exchange is pretty good.
Hold on, let me put a squirrel in his mouth real quick. Or whatever, a rat? Whatever they put in his mouth.
The anaconda's coming back after them. They're like, hey, let's use Jack Black's body. Let's use Doug's body.
Let's use him as bait.
And
so eventually he wakes up.
He says, wait, no, they like squirrel meat. Put the dead squirrel in Doug's mouth.
Put the dead squirrel in his mouth.
They duct tape the dead pig to his back. They get like 30 50 yards away. And it's game time. He comes back to life.
You know what's hilarious, too, is when the snake comes after him and he wakes up, Jack Black does, and he runs away with the pig on his... I don't know if you caught it. It was hilarious. The pig wakes up, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was after Doug woke up, I was really hoping the pig would wake up and start squealing, too.
Oh, this was great. I mean, I feel that the writers were like, hey, man, I had a wild idea this weekend. Oh, yeah? What'd you do? So, do you remember the Anaconda movie from 97? Oh, yeah, vaguely. What if we remade it? Well, I mean, no, there's no market for it. He goes, yeah, but I have this scene of Jack Black being used as bait, but you put a dead pig on its head with duct tape. Sold. That's the scene. I'm serious. I mean, like, this was the best shot, acted. This probably was like day one filming. Like, this was really, really funny.
Yeah.
Of the snake chasing him with the pig. This was great. So, the pig finally gets ate again by the snake. Jack Black survives, and they figure out, okay, right? We need to figure out a plan to kill the snake. This is towards the end of the movie, right? Where they find the film set. And there's pyro everywhere. And they're like, okay, we're going to lure the snake here. The snake's going to do this because we know what the snake's going to do because we read the script. And we're going to blow this pyro here, right? And everything's going to work. None of it works. Ha ha, funny, right?
Of course. Yeah, of course. None of it's going to work.
To where Ice Cube shows up. You guys expecting John Voight?
Right.
That would have been funny if John Voight was.
Let's decompose.
It would have been funny if John Voight's daughter was it. Yes. It would have been great. You know who John Voight's daughter is, right?
No.
Angelina Jolie.
What?
No?
Get out of town.
Silence? Google it right now.
Well, I believe you, but holy
you don't have
smokes.
to. You don't have to Google it. Yeah. Angelina Jolie is John Voight's daughter.
I can't believe I didn't know that. Or if I did, I parked it way back in deep storage in my brain.
Way back in your psyche. I mean,
must be.
Yeah. So
that must be like why
I'm not liking this.
Billy Bob.
Oh, good point. That's right. Yeah. That's true.
Cool.
Because Billy Bob's weird. This ending isn't great. This ending isn't really anything to talk about. It's pretty freaking predictable, right? I mean, like, nothing goes right. Everything goes to crap. Ice Cube is there. They want to take a picture with Ice Cube, and he's like, better not see this on Instagram. They're like, no, of course not, Mr. Cube, and it's just explosions to where finally the snake does get killed, comes back to life, which would not happen, and Doug, Jack Black's character, was able to stab it with the mini Oscar that his son gave him, that he's the best Doug. And then movie also ends with Jennifer Lopez showing up, which was great that she reprised her role. And it was just like, oh my God, I love your Anaconda movie.
Do you want to be the director for one of ours?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't talk every little detail about this movie because there's a reason for it. Usually, Chad, okay, so behind the scenes here for people that are listening, this is a Thursday night we're recording. And I tend to watch movies on Wednesday night to prepare for the night before, right? I kind of want the movie fresh in my mind, take notes. If I need to watch some scenes again, I can. This is a me thing.
Yeah.
But for the first time in a long time, it's happened before, but for the first time in a long time, I don't know what to give this movie as a popcorn rating. And I don't want to be so black and white, but the movie is either, in my opinion, a bag of kernels or a bag of butter. And I'm leaning towards more bag of butter because on our website, in Movie Guys language, it says that we know this movie is terrible, but we had fun. It's like a Fast and Furious movie, right? It's so stupid.
Family.
And it hurts. Family. But it was so fun to watch. So I just don't know how I feel if I'm going to give this because this movie deserves a bag of kernels because it's really, really bad. But I was entertained. I don't know what's your feelings right now.
Your catch is, we know that this movie is terrible. However, sometimes it's okay to have a laugh, and this movie gave a great laugh. Buddy, I think you sold me. I'm with you. Bag of butter. If you want to commit with me, I will commit with you on a bag of butter for this movie.
You know what this means, though? This means that this in Movie Guys universe, this means that this movie cannot be nominated for most disappointing or worst film of the year. If you and I both give this movie a bag of butter, it does not deserve that kind of a nomination. So do you feel this movie is most disappointing or worst film of the year?
No. Because I didn't have high expectations. I didn't think it was going to be really that awesome. And I was... you either take everything seriously when you're watching a movie, or what you're going to get, right? It's Paul Rudd and Jack Black. You know what you're going to get. You're going to get you're going to have some laughs. You're going to probably hate some parts of the movie that have to be there because it's a movie. I mean, what else are you going to do? I knew I wasn't going to get a medium or a large, obviously. And then I read over the small, and I'm like, man, I didn't hate it. And it wasn't...
Right.
And it wasn't that it wasn't enjoyable. Like, I enjoyed parts of it. I wouldn't watch it again.
No, God. Well, I would watch the pig scene again. Which is probably why it deserves a bag of butter. And since I'm giving it a bag of butter and you're giving it a bag of butter, that means this goes to the only movie in Movie Guys Podcast history to get a bag of butter, which is Bad Boys for Life. If you've ever seen that, Gem.
Nope. It's on my list.
We gave it a bag of butter when it came out.
Fair enough.
It's so bad, it's good. Yeah, okay, bag of butter. Both me and you. There's
a lot of those movies, right? Like movies you just watch because okay, I'm gonna have some good times. I'll probably never see this again.
Is there one that comes to your mind besides this movie? No?
I'm gonna have to think hard about that and answer it next time.
Back to the Future Part 3 comes to my mind.
I'm gonna stab you through this computer monitor. How dare you? That's blasphemy.
I'm so sorry. I don't like Back to the Future 3. I don't like the Wild West. I do not like where that they went there.
I unfriend
Hence,
you.
I don't like the sequel. I mean, you can.
Unsubscribe.
Look, Back to the Future 1, they teach that screenplay in film school. That is how you write a screenplay, Back to the Future 1. It's a perfect movie. It tells you a perfect screenplay is Back to the Future Part 1. It tells you things in the middle. It reminds you of those things. I'm sorry, let me rephrase. It tells you things in the beginning. It reminds you of those things in the middle, and it pays it off in the end. Perfect storytelling, right? All the way to the little details, right? Where in the opening, when he goes to the mall, it was Twin Pine Malls, and at the end, it was what's like Single Pine Mall, whatever the Lone Pine Mall, right? So little details like that. Perfect movie, right? I liked that they went to the future in the second movie. But where they went after that in the second movie, I didn't like what they were doing with it, because all they were doing was rehashing the first movie. And then I don't want to go to the Wild Wild West. Maybe a different timeline. And what also was a disappointment for me about Part 3, and why it's, kind of a bag of butter, is because in the sequel, they went big. They not only went to the future, but they went to an alternate universe, an alternate timeline. And then they went back to the 50s again. So they went to 3 different time periods. To have the whole third movie just be in the 1800s, I just wasn't keen on that idea.
My friend, this is the Anaconda Movie Podcast show, and I'm going to school you on Back to the Future right now, because you're forgetting one of the biggest characters of Back to the Future that has a humongous role in the third film, and that's the DeLorean. Think about the DeLorean. It transports our hero to the 50s, and he needs to connect up with its creator, who hasn't created it yet, Doc Brown from 1955. He gets him back to 1985. Movie number 2. We go to the future because if you're going to have a time travel movie, yes, of course you want to go to the future. And then, guess what? Bonus in this movie, we also get to explore, well, what would happen if the past was altered and we are time traveling and we return back to our timeline, and yet it's different than what it was when we left it. Drastically different. We saw minor drastic differences in the first film when he returned to the future, like his parents being successful and whatnot. And he's got to fix Biff. So yes, we go back to 1955. So now the time machine has seen some things, but you have to create an environment where, all right, we don't have any of the modern day comforts between the 50s, the 80s, and that future year of 2015, which is hilarious that we've long past that.
Mm-hmm.
And
unfortunately,
we are so far back that there's no gas stations. We have a train that we're going to get the time machine to push it to 88 miles an hour. Are you kidding me? And now the love story is with Doc, and Doc is finding his future in the past, and Marty is finally conquering his demons of being called a coward. Once he arrives back in 1985, he doesn't get in that car accident. His future has changed because he went to the past.
Would you agree before in the show that Back to the Future 3 is the weakest of the trilogy? Or would you not agree? Do you think that Back to the Future 3 is the weakest out of the trilogy?
I can't answer it.
Yeah.
They're untouchable.
Look, you don't have to.
Untouchable.
Hey, I still say, we can close out the show, I still say Back to the Future is a perfect trilogy. I'm just saying, out of the 3, the third one kind of, I was just like, it's a bag of butter for me. It was just like, it's enjoyable. There's some scenes, the Clint Eastwood stuff, okay, the manure, oh, the clock tower, hey, Marty McFly playing other characters, Well, not Marty McFly, but Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
But, it was definitely the weakest out of the three, I would say. The one I go back to more and more, believe it or not, is the sequel. And I don't know why, because I'm not a big fan of it. The first one's the best.
I don't care about the second one until where it's like the alternate present day timeline and all that stuff. That's when it gets good. The
No?
Trip to the Future, I don't really care about. I didn't care about it as a kid either.
See, I did. Because 2015 was just so far in the future, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
I can understand
anyway.
that. I respect your opinion.
I hope I hope you guys enjoyed our little Back to the Future talk, but also our review of Anaconda. I just wanted to see what Chad would say. I mean, just wanted to see if he would be upset. And he wasn't.
No, I'm fine. I'm going to scream into my pillow later.
That's all I expect from you. 100%.
Might kick my dog. I don't know.
Kick the crap out. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for listening to this most recent episode of Movie Guys Podcast. You can check us out at Movie Guys Podcast at podbean.com or wherever you get your podcast from. We are on that platform. Chad, thank you so much for joining me this week, and we'll be back next Thursday for another awesome episode. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
This is the top, and you can do it the same way. This is the top 10 TV shows on network television. No cable. Top 10 TV network shows in the 90s, the entire decade.
So wait, what would that mean?
CBS, NBC, Fox, like the four big networks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Network TV. So, like, you can't say, like, I don't know, like, I don't think FX was around back then in the 90s, but you know what I mean? Like, these are just network TV shows. If you want to play the same way you did, you can guess. If you want hints, you can guess, and I'll tell you what that number is. But this goes from 1990 to 1999. And these are the top rated ones. So go ahead, see what you got.
Thanks for explaining when the 90s were.
Well, I'm helping.
I was going to include a show from 1984.
Elf. Is it Elf?
Yeah. All right. So top 10 shows from the 90s.
Right. But I'm going to throw a little curveball. There are 3 shows that started in the late 80s, but they're still considered 90s shows. Because that's
fine. That's fine.
So, yeah.
So, the 3 big ones.
Okay.
Have to be on this list.
Okay.
Friends.
Friends is number 1. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Seinfeld. I thought Seinfeld might be number 1.
Tied with first. Number 2.
All right. Was Cheers in the 90s?
Cheers was 80s. They blended the 90s, so they're mostly... You know the thing about Seinfeld and Friends, though, is that I see why Friends is number 1, because that was more universal, right? That's more like your pop music, right? Seinfeld had a little bit of a niche to it. You know?
It did. It was... you either loved it or you didn't get it.
Yeah, like some people liked Home Improvement, some people didn't like it, some people like Everybody Loves Raymond, that kind of thing.
So, yes. So you said Cheers is not on this list.
Cheers is not on the list.
What about Frasier?
Frasier's yes. Frasier's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Frasier's number 7. 1993 to 2004.
Number 7. 90s. Oh, Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince is number 9.
Okay. 90s. 90210.
Oh, that's a great guess. No, it's not on the list, but that's a good guess though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm 90210. I'm writing these down as I get them so I can kind of visualize here.
There's a lot of shows that's also like honorable mentions that I'll say afterwards, right? That should have made the list. They just weren't the top 10 though. But there's a lot of good ones.
Wait, South Park is from the 90s.
Correct.
Does that count?
It does not count because that's not network television. That was Comedy Central.
Oh shoot. Okay. I got to refocus. Was Sopranos was HBO, right?
Yep. So that does not count.
Okay. X-Files?
1, 2, 3, 4. X-Files number 5.
Yeah, baby.
It's the second longest running show though, because no, not really, because they brought it back. You said South Park, but you're missing the only cartoon that's in the top 10.
Well, I was gonna say Simpsons then.
Yeah,
if not South Park.
Yep, Simpsons is number 4.
90s.
Yeah. You got one. What many you got left? You got 1, 2.
I'm missing 4.
4. Okay.
Oh man, 90s. What about Boy Meets World?
That is a great guess. That's an honorable mention.
Ugh.
It's right there on this list. I did not come up with this list. I Googled this list. This is what AI and IMDb and all that stuff says. And it says in sitcoms, Boy Meets World is an honorable mention.
Okay.
Boy Meets World was an ABC show, I think.
What about West Wing? Nope.
That was a good guess, though.
I'm watching it right now. We said Seinfeld and Friends. Ugh. You're gonna have to give me a hint to stir the pot.
This show should not.
Wait, Married with Children. Is that the 90s?
Correct. Married with Children is number 8.
Yes.
Okay.
Roseanne.
Oh, yeah, not even an honorable mention, but yeah, that's a good one.
Wow. Okay.
You're not going to get one of these. I was shocked when I was like, oh my God. It's a British guy. He's kind of kooky. He has a weird looking face. He's named after a vegetable or a starch, if you will.
Oh.
First name is Mr.
Oh, Mr. Bean?
Really? Yeah, Mr. Bean with an 8.6 out of 10 rating. Yeah.
So where did Mr. Bean fall?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're missing number 3 and number 10. You're going to kick yourself for number 10. I mean, like, what is a drama that you have not thought about yet? What is something that everybody goes to or they try to avoid as much as they can? George Clooney got his start on the show.
Oh. Not General Hospital.
That's a great guess. You're almost
General Hospital?
No, not General Hospital. But Quentin Tarantino.
ER.
Yes, ER. Number 10. It was ER.
Okay.
Number 3 is the only series that lasted for 1 year, but it was such a cult phenomenon. A novelty restaurant with scantily clad women is named after this show. It's not Hooters.
Wait, Twin Peaks.
There you go. Twin Peaks is number 3.
That's so disappointing.
Why?
Because I listed off like 4 other ones that should have been there.
We got some dude. I mean, you got some other ones you didn't even think about. Like, okay, so here's some honorable mentions. You got Home Improvement, Family Matters.
Oh,
I mean, Family Matters was big. The Nanny, Third Rock from the Sun.
yep.
NYPD Blue, Law and Order, and another one, a big one. But this was CW, so CW still counts as network TV. It used to be the WB back in the day. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
You know, I almost went there, but I didn't think Buffy would count.
Yeah, so that was the WB back in the day, if you remember that. And then they got switched to CW. Fun little list,
Well,
huh?
that was fun.
See? The more you know.
Yeah, I never would have got Twin Peaks. I never would have got Mr. Bean.
No, yeah, Mr. Bean would have been hard. ER, I'm surprised.
I feel like I can give myself ER. I think I would have got there eventually.
Yeah.
But I would have said, what about Grey's Anatomy?
Did
that start in the 90s?
2004.
Oh man, it feels like it's been around longer.
It's still going. It's like 28 seasons.
Yeah, it is.
It's ridiculous.
Well, it's the replacement. It's the replacement for ER.
Well, now it looks like The Pit is the new replacement of Grey's Anatomy.
Is it? Is it good?
Never seen it, but everybody seems to dig it right now.
If you want like a real life medical drama to watch, that's like, it's more like a documentary.
Sure.
I gotta find it. It's on Netflix. I think it's called. Yeah, it's called Emergency NYC.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
I will check it out.
It's got. How many? So there's 8 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there's another. Oh, Lenox Hill is the other one. It's like the first season. It's called Lenox Hill, but then Emergency NYC is like the second. It's a different documentary series, but it relates to some of the same people in the same buildings and things like that. It's a decent watch. I wasn't too bored because I think it was all real life.
Sure, yeah.
So it beats the faux drama of like ER or Grey's.
Well, guess who may be joining us next Thursday?
Eric.
Yeah,
Eric's come back.
Eric said he's going to try to come back at 8:30 is going to be his start time.
Okay.
I don't know if that's too late, but I said okay. I'll let.
No, I'm a late person, so that's totally fine.
I was like, okay, I'll let Chad know. He goes, but don't count me. I'm just saying. I was like, okay. So, okay, let's stop recording and.